Yo guys, how you all doing today? Money Minute 75. I'm back for another video. It's the first Edinburgh derby of the season, guys. I have to admit, I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I really am. I think that, you know, this is going to be a big occasion of the season. I think for both teams, it's going to be a big game of the season for both teams. And listen, to be honest, this has got the makings a really good game of football. You know, Hearts have made a great start to the season. I think in a lot of ways they've been the surprise package of the season thus far. You know, bear in mind that they've came off the back of, it has to be said, a couple of poor seasons by, I'm not going to say by their standards or anything like that. I'm saying nothing like that, but just in terms of the standards that I suppose they set themselves. It's probably been a poor start, poor couple of seasons for them in the top flight, and then obviously in the Championship as well. Same could be said for, well, I was going to say same could be said for Hibs really, but to be fair, Hibs have had a decent couple of years, but we'll not go there. Anyway, we're talking about tonight's game. As I say, you know, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a typical derby, you know, full of blood and thunder. I don't think there's going to be an inch given by either team, and to be honest, I mean, this has got, as I say, it's got the makings of a really good game of football. I think if both teams really go for it, this could be quite a high scoring game. As I say, both teams have got a lot of potential there to really do a number on the other. Hearts are really defensively resilient. There's no getting away from that. They're big, they're strong, they're physical. You know, sometimes a lot of people say that they play anti-football, including myself. I think sometimes that seems to be the case. But as I say, I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see. Obviously, Hibs are coming off pretty decent spell of form just now. You know, they've lost one out of their last, I think, 5 games or whatever. I think they've won the other 4. I think the only game that we've lost for a wee while was against Celtic last week. So, I mean, it's got the makings, as I say, a really good game of football. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Big shout out to the boys from Hibs Talk tonight. You know, Gav and Dave and everybody like that. You know, they're away to the Murrayfield bar before the game. They told me that they're going to go to the match as well. So big shout out to them guys. I really hope you enjoy the match. And obviously, you know, there's going to be a podcast by Gav and the rest of us. I think probably tomorrow. I think we're going to be doing it, but we'll need to wait and see how that goes. But as I say, I mean, big shout out to them boys. I really hope you enjoy it. I really hope you enjoy the match tonight, and hopefully, you know, we'll be singing for 3 points today. But predictions at this point, I really wouldn't want to give a prediction, to be honest. I mean, derbies are derbies. Anything and everything can happen, as has been the case the last couple of years. Obviously, it's going to be really difficult to pick a winner out of this team. Obviously, I'm going to go for Hibs. I think that it's going to have to, we're going to have to go some to get a result tonight. I think that is the case. Apologies for the noise in the background, by the way. That's probably the wife. So I do apologise for the noise. But anyway, there's a reaction to that. But no, honestly, I mean, it's going to be a really interesting game of football, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get it done. I know I've said that quite a lot in the last couple of seconds as well. I'm losing myself here, but you know, I'm buzzing for the game. It has to be said. I'm really sorry for repeating myself. But anyway, predictions at this point. I'm going to go 1-0 Hibs. Martin Boyle will score it. That's my predictions just now. Hopefully, you know, my prediction's right. My predictions the last couple of weeks have been spot on, so hopefully we'll get it, but I don't know. But anyway, hopefully, as I say, guys, if you're heading along to the match tonight, please enjoy it. Enjoy the atmosphere. Hopefully we'll be cheering on a good game of football, and let's fucking go the Hibs. Come on, we'll get the reaction after this, guys, but just come on, the fucking Hibs. Come on. Folks, what a breathless game of football that was. A really interesting last 20 minutes, it's got to be said, in that game. I do not know where to start with that game, to be honest. There was a lot happening in that game. My God. I was trying to write down some points, obviously, for the second part of the video, guys. My hand actually got sore for writing because there was so much for me to talk about. But some of the things that I did write down, obviously, we had good couple of chances. Hearts made the better start to the game, it has to be said. Obviously, the first decent chance that Hibs had was a Darren McGregor header, which I think Big Daz will be quite disappointed that he didn't finish. Stephen Mallon had a good couple of chances. Hearts had a really good chance in the opening half as well. I think it was Ollie Lee who hit a shot for about 25 yards out, and I mean, to me, that was arrowing in the top left-hand side of the goal, and it was a great save by Adam Bogdan to get that. To get the save on it, and it was, as I say, I mean, really, I thought the first half was a breathless man. I mean, even as a supporter, I was happy for half time just to, you know, gather my thoughts. And I mean, the second half didn't disappoint as well. I think that the whole thing for me was, I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, the sending off of Canberra has to be spoken about. Personally speaking, my first instinct was, I felt it was a 50-50 ball. Both players were more than entitled to go for the ball. To me, I didn't think at the time it was a second yellow card. I think it was his reaction that he got the second booking. The two incidents that I'm going to speak about now have really put a dampener on, to me, what was a really good showcase for Scottish football. I think it's a really underrated derby, the Edinburgh Derby, and to be wholeheartedly honest, I mean, it's really underrated, and usually it is always blood and thunder. There's nothing given, you know, for either side. It's personal battles all over the field, and I mean, for a neutral, it's probably a really good game of football. And I felt that was the same tonight, but both sexy fans have let their teams down massively tonight. I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't like questioning Hibs supporters. I didn't really like questioning football fans, because I think football fans have a lot to put up with, you know, in terms of the way that some of them are portrayed in, you know, society, mainstream media, everything like that. If you say you're a football fan, sometimes chances are you get called a thug, which at the end of the day couldn't be further from the truth. But unfortunately, it was the case tonight. You know, a Hibs fan punching the Hearts goalkeeper as he went to collect the ball and throwing things at him. Sorry, whoever that was. I really hope you're no back at Easter Road again, because we didn't need fans like you. I'm sorry. I know. Listen, and I know people say, you know, you're just showing passion for the cause, and listen, I show passion for the cause. You know what I mean? I'm at Easter Road every single week. I leave Easter Road with hardly any voice, because I've no give it, you know, I've just gave everything in that 90 minutes, but I've never once tried to put my hands on an opposing player. To me, I didn't see what you were hoping to accomplish. You know what I mean? I mean, all you've done is gave yourself a football banning order. That's that. Do you know what I mean? And it's, sorry, you've let the team down, and equally, whoever threw the coin at Neil Lennon, you've let Hearts down as well. You know, an inch higher could have took the man's eye out at the end of the day. I know Neil Lennon, you know, he gave it a wee bit by celebrating the goal being disallowed, which at the end of the day, listen, I've watched it a couple of times on the telly there. It was offside. I'm not just saying that through green tinted specs. It was offside, and at the end of the day, you know, he's gave it out a bit. So I suppose in a way you could say he's gave it out. He's got to take it, but no like that. Do you know what I mean? For me, both sexy fans have let the teams down the night. That's my opinion, and maybe I'll be hit with some abuse for it. To be quite frank, I'm not really bothered. To me, it put a right sour note on what was a really good game of football. It was breathless. It was the pace of the game was lightning, to be honest. I can't imagine what that was like to be at Tynecastle to see it for, because at the end of the day, you know, couldn't get a ticket for the game, obviously. But you know, I wasn't there the night, but it sounded amazing on the telly. I was, you know, I mean, I'm exhausted after watching it, because at the end of the day, you know, you give as much, you put as much into it as you possibly can, and yeah, just as I say, I think it was really poor for both sets of fans to sever what was a really good game of football. But I mean, looking on to Saturday, you know, we've got St Johnstone at home. I think it's St Johnstone at home anyway. You know, that's again a winnable game at home. Hearts are always going to be hard to beat at Tynecastle. We know that. Hibs are turning out to be a really good side at Easter Road as well. So hopefully that's going to be another win on the cards for us. On that, and on the St Johnstone game, I'm not going to make it. I know I've obviously said that, you know, giving people things about, you know, making matches and everything like that and showing passion. I'm not making the game on Saturday because I'm away on my honeymoon. So, sorry, that was wife. I'm away on my honeymoon on Saturday. So what is going to happen? Gav from Hibstock is going to be doing my match day vlog. I'll upload it to my channel, and obviously, hopefully, Gav does a good job. You know what? I'm sure he will, but as I say, we're just going to have to wait and see. So hopefully, that's going to be a good video for you. I'm going to leave the video there just now, folks. I know I've went on a wee bit, and I know it is just basically me talking about the game, but unfortunately, when we're not being at the game today, it's hard for me to really give a right insight without being there. You know, I've watched the game start to finish today. I've gave you an honest account of what I think is happening in the game today. I've tried to be as informative, as straight to the point and straight down the middle as I possibly can. I've tried not to be biased. I hope you all appreciate that. I'm going to leave the video there just now. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out if you do that. If you haven't done it already, please subscribe to the channel. Money Minute 75. Click the bell icon beside the subscribe button. That will let you know when I upload. And that being said, guys, just enjoy the rest of your working week, and hopefully, you know, we'll be cheering on a Hibs win on the Saturday. But that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of your